Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's having an amazing day. I thought we would do a little chit chat, get ready with me, and I got some friend mail. So I did receive some friend mail from Bizy Beauty. It is a makeup bundle shop on IG. I am going to go ahead and list her 3 PR people on her list right now. We have Samantha Sweets, we have Makeup with Jessica Vargas, and then we have Beauty and More with Renee. If you would like to see what kind of boxes or items you can get from this company, those are the top 3 people that I would suggest going and checking out. I will also, or I do also, leave Bizy Beauty's IG link in my description box at all times. Go over, check her out. If you're wanting some makeup for a good deal, she does do budget friendly. You can let her know what you're comfortable with spending and she will make you an incredible box. I do have a birthday box in my videos of this year of the box that my husband bought me from her. And then I think I've bought one other box from her. Either way, she does fantastic. Do go check her out. But let's go ahead and get in here and see what she sent me. It's always something great. I love getting friend mail from her. Stephanie is her name. She always does very good. She always takes into account things that I don't have, things that I would like to try. The whole 9 yards. We do talk on a regular basis and I absolutely adore her. I do consider her a very good friend of mine. So check her out. Let her know I sent you. Go check out the other 3 ladies that I mentioned also. You will not regret. They have some fantabulous channels. So the first thing she sent me was from Pacifica. This is the Coconut Water Micellar Cleaning Tonic. Rinse-free cleanse. Remove stubborn makeup and tone skin, all skin types. That is what that looks like. So I do like micellar water. She did tape the top of it so that it did not spill in transit. She does always do that, which I always appreciate. BoxyCharm should definitely take some tips from her. The next thing she sent me was the Sol de Janeiro Brazilian Kiss. This is in Keep It Rio. Now, I do have this already, and I do like this. I know people are complaining of the smell of these. They smell like Play-Doh. Whichever. There is what it looks like. This one is just a flush of color. But it is a nice lip butter. Sol de Janeiro does have some nice lip butters. And there are 3 that come in this. I have the nude. And then I have the darker one. And then there's a pink color. I think it's Teeny Bikini is the other one. But there is that one. You can wear it alone. You can wear it over lipstick. Either way. It's not that I don't like the smell. The smell is a little bit wicked. You do have to get used to it. But all in all, for a lip butter, it's great. And in the summertime, that is the smell that I want around me all summer. The next thing she sent me is from Juno Co. This is the 16-piece eyeshadow set in Dream of Color. Now, I did look this up online. This is a $25.99 makeup brush set. I will let you know that they are having an 80% sale on their site as I am videoing this video. So if you are interested in these, that is definitely somewhere to check out. I will say that they are just adorable colors. So fun, so summer. The quality of them, I do not know. I do have one palette from Juno Co that I very much like. I will pull that down. This is my one palette I have from them. This is the 15 color eyeshadow palette. I use this This is one of my favorite palettes to use in 4th of July. It's got some fabulous colors in there. I've put some major little dents in it. I enjoy this palette. The formula is nice. So we're going to see today how the brushes do. Alrighty. And then the last thing she sent me is in this little package. This is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Vibes Blueberry Muffin palette. The outer container is just adorable. The outer container and the palette itself do have the same print. And then when you open it, it does have a mirror. And then those are the colors. It's a very, very pretty palette. Very, very pretty. I can't wait to use it. I do have some BH Cosmetics palettes. I know when I first started my channel, that was one of the places that I ordered from. And I like their formula. I have the Take Me Back to Brazil palette. I have the Aurora Lights palette. I have the Galaxy Chick palette, and then I have the Color Festival palette. All of these I have tried. This is a newer one. There will be a collab coming on this palette, so stay tuned to see that. But with this palette, this is $13.50 on BH Cosmetics site right now. Do buy it from there because Ulta will charge you $18. So always check out the site first. You're always going to save more money than you would getting it from somewhere else a majority of the time. So I'm going to take all the little plastic pieces off and we will be right back. Okay, so here are all the brushes outside of the little plastic containers, minus the fan brush, which I don't use these, so there's no sense in me opening it. I will put it in the giveaway tote for somebody else at a later date. But I do want to try out their brushes because they have a set of skull brushes that I think are just adorable. Okay, so how is everybody doing? I haven't done a chit chat get ready with me in a minute, so I thought I would today. I do have a few things that I'm going to be using today that are project pans. I'm going to start out with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty, which of course is the top of project pan. I am super excited to use the rest of this up and start a new one. This is a good pore filling primer. I do have lots of piercings on my face, which leave big holes. And this does fill them in very nicely. It fills in fine lines and wrinkles. It fills in my pores. I love this putty primer. I was dumb enough to buy the Tatcha Silk Canvas Primer in the solid when I first started my channel for $52. Trust me guys, you do not need it. Let me be the first to tell you. $52 versus $8. This is wonderful. It dries down way quicker than the Tatcha. I absolutely love it. With that, I'm also going to go in on top of that with the Touch and Soul No Problem Primer. This just gives my face that nice, smooth surface that I like to work with. And it smells good. So, there's an added bonus to that. Alrighty. I do hope that this video is not forever long. The people that do watch it, thank you very much. I know that these longer videos Sometimes people don't have time to watch them. I totally get it. I have a life too. But for the people that do, thank you. It really does mean a lot when y'all take time out of your busy day to watch my videos. I'm going to use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind in 110 Fair. I have a few breakouts. I'm going to say it's from stress. But you never know what it's from. And I am going to use my finger. I am going to be using a powder foundation today. Just because I'm sick of all my liquid foundations. I need some new ones. I want to try some new ones. I do want to try the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I've heard great things about that. So that will probably be a future buy for me. So there we go so far. Let that dry down just a little bit. Then I'm going to be using my L'Oreal True Match Super Blendable Powder in the color W6, which is Sun Beige. It is also a project pan. I am trying to use all of these items up, and I'm making great progress. So I am super happy about that. Do you have a project pan going on? How far have you gotten? Have you given up on it? That's the thing. We get to project pan and we get here and we're like, oh, we did it. And then we let it sit and it just stays. Well, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm actually going to use it up. There's no sense in having that little product sitting around for no reason. I am using my Alamar brush. I do like this brush. I think it works great for powder foundation. I am thinking of doing a new series on my channel of palettes and brands that I have, to pull my palettes out and use them, and to show y'all how they perform, how they work for me. Do I really love them? Or are they, like everything else I've noticed in the YouTube world, just a compulsive buy? I had to have it. So-and-so has it, so I have to have it. Is it one of them? Or do I generally like it? Do I generally want to keep it in my collection? Is it something I'm going to use? Is it something that I love? So let me know what y'all think of that. I will let you know that my first one will be with Glamlight. I have so many of their palettes now, and I have not given them their time to shine. So that's where we're going to start. There will be a new one coming here soon. I am going to record my first one today. I am having a great day, so it will be a fabulous day for recording for me. So there is our powder. It's not a full coverage, but all in all, I like how it lays down, minus that little bad boy right there. I like this. I like the L'Oreal True Match for a powder foundation. And in the wintertime, we tend to get a little dry. It doesn't matter how much you moisturize, you're still going to have the dry skin. So in the winter, I normally switch it up to a powder foundation. Okay, let's see. What do we want to do next? Next, I'm going to contour a little bit, and I'm going to use my Too Faced Cocoa Contour palette. This is a nice palette. It does stay right here on my vanity. It smells good. I'm going to go into the light and the medium. I do like to mix those. I will say that this year, my skin tone has stayed about the same. I did not tan this year. I did not go on the boats this year. I stayed in my house with, I know, a majority of the rest of y'all that did too. So, I haven't had to mix up and pull out different makeup items for the changing of the season, because this year the seasons changed around us and we kind of sat idle. So that was a good thing, kinda. As far as putting my makeup in and out, it was great. As far as sitting around the house being bored, that super sucked. But it is what it is. Hopefully people are still doing their part, and we will find a cure for this virus, which, even saying it, I sound stupid because it's a virus. It's a virus. I don't know what they're going to do about finding a cure for a virus. But that's neither here nor there. I am not a scientist, so I don't know. The ladies that I mentioned earlier, Samantha, Jessica, and Renee, are all on Stephanie's PR. They do a monthly PR unboxing. So every month you can go and see what kind of items she is sending out to them. I'm sure that they do go back and try out those products. Being on a PR list, you kind of need to do that. And then you can go on her IG, which is in the description box always, and check out her bundles. Check out what she has to offer. I personally think it's better than Macari, and y'all know I throw my money at Macari. I like it. I'm going to pull out an oldie. I'm going to use the GG Gorgeous 6 Sculpt Bronzer Duo in Turnt and Extra. We got this back when we messed with Ipsy, which we don't on this channel. I am pretty ticked off that Ipsy bought BoxyCharm. I am not very happy about giving my money to Ipsy, but I love me some BoxyCharm. And it's not always the boxes, it's the sales. I am a sucker for a good sale. So, if that's what I have to do, I guess that's what I have to do. Can't do anything about it now because it's a done deal. Let me know what you think about that. Do you get Ipsy and Boxy? Are you just a Boxy girl? Are you just an Ipsy girl? Or guy? Not to leave anybody out, my bad. I'm just nosy. Like to know what people think, where they're at, what they use. Let's go ahead and blend this in so, you know, we're not wearing a mask here. And then the rest of us is Casper. Don't forget to do that, ladies. It looks ridiculous. And I hope we all have a good friend that will tell you. And if not, come ask me because I'll tell you it looks ridiculous. Fix your face. I don't mean that harsh. I just... Nobody wants to walk around like that. You've seen it. We've all seen it. Don't let people walk around like that, ladies. Or gentlemen. It's horrible. I do still have my coffee. Their holiday cups are coming out. So, if you're into that, keep an eye out. I'm also going to pull out I'm trying to use some older products today. I'm going to use the Lovecraft Beauty Blush Palette. This also came from, gosh darn, Ipsy. But Ipsy has nothing to do with the makeup. The makeup is great. I do know that Lovecraft Beauty has a new highlighting palette that I would love to get my hands on. I do have their blush palette and their bronzer palette, both of which I like. I'm going to use this last one in here. Oscali. Like I said before, just because I can't say the names doesn't mean the makeup doesn't work. It's just a light flush of color. I like that. I think blush is very much needed, but there is a time when you can overdo the blush. So don't overdo the blush. Just give your skin that nice wash of color. Alrighty, alright. Alright, alright, alright. I'm having a great day. I hope y'all are having a great day. I feel awfully close to the camera, but I guess that's alright. At least you can see. Technical difficulties. Okay, let me look at this palette again and see what kind of highlight I want to use. I don't know. So let's just use a versatile highlight. I'm going to use the Benefit Dandelion Twinkle. I also received this in my birthday box from Bizy Beauty. I love this highlight. Smells great. It does remind me of my grandmother. And I know when people say that, they're like, your grandma, it's not that kind of grandma smell. It's her perfume. That's the smell I smell. And I like it. It's pretty. It smells good. I don't have my grandparents anymore. None of them. So something that reminds me of her is always a great thing. I always enjoy that. Ooh, my forehead is going to be lighting up like a headlight. Goodness, I went in a little heavy with that highlighter up there. And if you do, just go back with your sponge brush, whatever, and just tap it out. It will blend out. Okay. So there is that. Let's get some eyebrows on, and then we will get into this awesome palette. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Brow Endowed. It is the primer on one side and the color on the other. I've been liking this. I am not a Urban Decay lover. I do not care for their palettes. The formula is not my favorite. But as far as eyebrow products, this one I actually like. So I'm going to put on my primer. And then we're going to put on some color. What is my color? Brunette Betty is the color my eyebrow formula is in. And I basically just kind of fill them in with this, and then I go back in with a micro pencil to define the line, fill them in any more if needed. But this gives it a good hold and start as far as my eyebrows. Alright, then I'm going to go in with the Real Her micro pencil. I am trying to switch out my mirrors to use different ones. besides just letting them sit on the wall. Also, gives me a reason to actually use them. Which, again, with people with makeup channels, we buy all this makeup and then sometimes it just sits. And it shouldn't. If it's sitting, it's not needed. Unless it's, you know, a collection piece that you bought just to sit. Quit letting your makeup sit around. Actually use it. And trust me, I have been guilty. I am guilty. So we are changing that. And I hope y'all continue to watch that. I hope that y'all are enjoying the new series I will be starting. Like I said, I am going to start with Glam Light. Just because I have not gotten in there and officially played with everything. And it's just sad. So, we are going to change that. Eyebrows take the longest. Anybody else have problems with their eyebrows? Every time I say that, I know I sound ridiculous because we all do. I know that we all do. I can't be the only one that sits in here and cusses at them and begs and pleads that they come out the right way, and I can't. Can't be the only one. Alright, so now we have eyebrows. Yeah. Okay. BH Cosmetics Blueberry Muffin Eyeshadow Palette. This has 16 colors. Enhance your eyes with scrumptious color. Our Blueberry Muffin 16 color shadow palette features a decadent mix of rich blues, lightly toasted neutrals, and deep smoky blues in velvety matte and shimmer finishes for delicious day to night effects. So yes, I can't wait to try this out. Blue, I like my blues. Jeffree Star's Blue Blood is one of my favorite blue palettes, followed by ColourPop's Blue Moon. I have a thing with blue. So let's go ahead and try this out. I am, I guess I'm going to put down a primer. Let's see, where is Diet? Y'all ever lose your own shit right in front of you? I do it all the time. Okay, I'm going to use the P. Louise Base Rumor 2. No hate here. Has anybody else seen their new collection? And the ridiculousness of it. What do y'all feel about it? Are you P. Louise fans? I really hate broadcasting for them right now. But at the same time, this is a great base. I do want to try the Gerard Cosmetics Blank Canvas. I have not bit the bullet to do that. I've not bit the bullet to try anything from Gerard Cosmetics. Although I have a list. My cart is full in there. But I have not done it. But, what do y'all think about the new canceled collection? Are you going to buy it? Do you think it's just as ridiculous as I think? What are your thoughts on it? And if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up. I don't want to go into all that. If you don't know, you don't know. And when you do, you do. If you don't, go get your own information. It's always better to do that. Don't listen to somebody else. I know here on YouTube, we're supposed to all be influencers and we're supposed to know all. We know all, but that doesn't mean that we should say all. Saying all on other aspects doesn't make you better than anybody else. So, if you would like to know what I'm talking about, you can do the same thing and go learn your own information on your own and make your own opinion. That is the best way to do it, in my opinion. So let's try some of these brushes. There's so many of them. So we're going to go in with this one. And I'm going to go into Fluffy down here. This cream color. This is a great eye primer, don't get me wrong. It really is. I do rather enjoy it. But I really hate using it on my channel right now. Just because of that collection. Just because of what she thinks she can get away with as far as the canceled collection. It's ridiculous. You can't do something and then backtrack and play victim. You just can't. If you did it, stand up, take accountability. So that does have pigment. It isn't, it's about the same color as my skin tone on the eyes. But it did lay down, it did blend out. It is there. Okay. I'm going to go into Treat next, which is this gray color right here. Ooh. Guys. If you don't know me and this is your first time here, I love a gray. Oh, it's a blue gray. It's a blue gray. I love gray. Sorry about that. I love grays. I don't think enough people put grays in their palettes. Gray is super cute, super easy to work with. And if you're scared of black, gray is that way to go. Just throwing stuff everywhere. Actually, my brushes are just rolling. Oh, wow. That kind of makes my look a little different since I thought it was gray. But we're going to go with it. I'm going to take a fluffier brush just to blend that all out. So the brushes are okay. They're a little flimsier than I would like, but they're a brush. Y'all know I love my brushes, and we're all guilty. Anyway, there is that Treat on. I'm going to go over it a little bit with that first color, Fluffy, just to try and take out some of those lines. I really thought that that was a grayer color than what it is, but it's still a pretty color and goes with my grayish blue shirt and my scarf, so it all works out. All right, now I'm going to go into I'm going to go into this blue color, Delish. Since that was a blue-gray, this blue will also go with that. Oh yeah, it's a pretty color. Okay, so I was going into the color Delish. I do like the brushes so far. Like I said, some of them are a little bit flimsier than I would like. But all in all, those days that you don't feel like washing your brushes, it's always nice to have some backup ones. I know that y'all know what I'm talking about. Okay, so there's that. And those two colors did blend together very well. Okay. So now I'm going to go into this color So Good. And I can't see on my monitor because I'm using my phone, my real talk on phone, everyday phone to record on right now. So I can't really see what I'm doing. So I hope y'all can see. I am going to go with just a blue look since that gray threw me off with it being a blue gray. That's one of the things about the Smoke Show Blowing Smoke palette from ColourPop. That is a blue gray palette. I like that palette, but the colors in it are not true grays. You want a gray palette, Jeffree Star's Cremated palette is a fabulous gray palette. And like I said, there are just not enough gray palettes. If you're scared of black, gray, work with gray. It gives you the same depth, and if you screw up, it's easier to work around it. It's easier to clean up and fix than a black would. Black, you pretty much have to take it all off and start over. Okay. So for $13.50 palette, I think this is a very good palette. It blends well. It's got great pigment. And it's very, very affordable, which is a bonus on anything. I am going to take... Where did it go? I'm also going to take that So Good and I'm going to go on my bottom lash line. It does not have fallout as far as falling on your face. It is a little powdery in the pan, but if it stays in the pan and not on my face, that too is an extra bonus. Okay. Always sit on my towel. I'm also going to go back into that Delish and I'm going to run that further up. You don't want to use a darker color all the way up your eye. It closes your eyes off. It makes them look smaller. Don't do it. And then just on the edge of my lower lash line, I'm going to take that grayish color of Treat just to tie the top and the bottom all back in together. For my shimmer, I am going to go into, I'm going to go into this color Tempting. And we're going to use that as our shimmer color. And I'm going to use my finger. I always think shimmers perform better with your finger. Oh yeah. So, oh, that's a very pretty color. Very blue. I was not expecting it to be blue. I was going to go in with the neutral colors with that gray. But as you've seen, that gray lied to me because it's a blue gray. It's still a very pretty color. I am glad that I got to work with it. It lied to me. And then I'm going to go into Cravings for the front of my inner corner, just to give it that little bit of icy color that I prefer. I think in the coming winter months, Christmas and such, I think that red, green, and blue all go together. I know that most people do the red and green, but there's always a place for blue in winter. So, if you're looking for a nice winter palette, this would be one that I would say would be a great addition. I am going to use a different brush. I am going to use a BH Cosmetics, but this is one of their small fan brushes. I use this for my brow bone. I'm going to go into Hot and Fresh down here for my brow bone. That's a pretty color. It's a pretty icy color. Oh yeah. And be sure to blend out your brow bone color if you go a little heavy. It is not supposed to be another color. It's just supposed to be an accent point. So if you go a little heavy, make sure that you blend it out. I'm also going to take that Hot and Fresh as my inner corner highlight. Oh, look at that. Now, that is an inner corner highlight. Oh my goodness. I probably should not have smeared that around like that. I got a little carried away with that one. But you can dang sure see it. Okay, I'm going to leave that alone before I make it a complete mess. So there we go. There is my look with that. Stephanie, thank you for sending me this palette. I thought it was great. I think the formula is nice. I do like BH Cosmetics eyeshadow palettes. I also use their glitter glue. I've tried their powders. Their little singles of glitter. It's a very affordable company. So let me know down below if you mess with BH Cosmetics or if you want to now. And if you order something, come back and let me know what you got. My light turned off. That's okay. This video is going to be all over the place because of camera issues. I'm going to do the Essence Lash Princess False Effect. I use the ColourPop Blue Gel Liner. I am not going to do lashes right now, just because I know that this video is super, super long. I had been trying to not do super long videos, but every once in a while, I just want to sit down and talk to y'all and play with some makeup, show you some new items. Let's get a lip on. I'm going to do the ColourPop Westie Lippy Stick. It is a muted pink color. I know, I didn't use a lip liner, but it's alright. Okay, that turned out so adorable, so cute. Alright guys, so here is my final look. So the Blueberry Muffin palette from BH Cosmetics, definitely think I'm just going to say it, if you do any kind of makeup, $13.50, you know, that's ColourPop prices. And you get basically ColourPop formula. It's a great formula. It blends well, looks great. Those shimmers are on point. So let me know what you think about the palette. Let me know what you think about the look. Please do go over, check out Stephanie, Bizybeautystore on IG. It is in the description box. Also, please go out and check out my ladies, Samantha Sweets, Makeup with Jessica Vargas, and Beauty and More with Renee. You will not be disappointed. Do subscribe to the channel if you're new here. I'm Becca. Pleased to meet you. Glad you took a chance on this video. Give me a like. Give me a dislike. Either way, both help my channel out, and I greatly appreciate it. That's it, guys. Until next time, bye.